What's up in the loop? It's Hyde checking in from Six Flags over Georgia mid-summer park update. We're going to check on construction and a few other things. So let's jump right in what you all want to see. The construction on Georgia Surfer is making some pretty good progress from what I can tell. So go ahead right that way now. And here's a look at the construction for Georgia Surfer. This is being filmed in mid-July, and a lot of progress since our last video about a month ago. You can see the launch mechanism, the LSMs are installed on there. Doesn't look like they're like fully wired up yet, as far as I can tell. There's some wiring attached to them. I don't know if they're like fully, you can see the electrical piping along the wall there. It doesn't look like that's all wired in. So at least they have them set in place. You got the splashdown pool here. Now remember, this isn't going to be like the Aquaman coasters where you actually, the ride vehicle actually touches the water. As you can see here, it kind of goes in that channel in between and water will spray. And the parks has hinted that they will be able to turn it to dry mode during the colder months, which is good because we're coming up on the end of summer already. Let's take a look at the other areas of the ride here, the station. Here's a look at the station. You can see it looks like it'll have a retractable floor that drops out to make way for the cars to launch back and forth. They say these spikes are 140 plus feet tall. I don't know. Maybe from like all the way down there. But anyways, you can see that a lot of progress being made on the station. You can see there's some spots on the track where they need to put sensors in and get those wired up. So there's still a bit of ways from like any kind of testing. You see the LSMs over here, but again, you can see that the wiring trays are empty. All those things are going to have cables that take it to the control panel. So still quite a bit of wiring to do for the control system to get this ride ready. So being mid-July, you know, I think the earliest you're going to see this ride run is probably mid-September. It's going to be very close to that September 21st end of summer date for them to meet the summer deadline. Also, we're calling out the Transformers back over there for all the launch. It fits nicely in here, now seeing it all come together. Looks like quite the fun ride. Just gonna be a race to get it open by summer, but they've been making some pretty good progress, so who knows? I just don't think it'll be before September at this clip. Kid Flash. I feel like every other time I come to the park, it's closed. It was closed for a while this spring, and then reopened for just a few short weeks, and yeah, it's now back to being closed. Nothing really points to what could be wrong. Last time there was no train on the track, and they're doing a lot of work on the lift, but this time it's just closed up. So it looks like maybe one piece of the car is sitting off. The one train is missing its front, but besides that, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Has to be a huge bummer for the park. Barely's been open.
Perhaps the best news of this update is the silly $1.30 surcharge that was added to every purchase you made from a food and beverage outlet is gone. Started as 99 cents last year, crept up to $1.30. It's gone, apparently from all Six Flags parks. And even better, food prices have dropped. Pepperoni pizza, $17.99. That was taken a few months back. Now $16.49, or a summer saver deal there, $14.99. Still expensive for theme park food. No one's going to argue that. That's still outrageous, and a lot of theme parks are cheaper. But here's another example. This was from just a month or so ago. Double cheeseburger, $19.99. Now $18.99. Again, I'm not here to say that's a good price, but it's headed in the right direction. Stepping outside the park for a second, the couple of updates ago, I showed the Wingate by Wyndham was closed and under construction. They recently announced it's going to be a long-term living facility for homeless veterans. Looks like it's going to be opening later this year, and they're making some good construction progress on it. It's good to see that it's actually going to turn into something.
That wraps up our quick visit to Six Flags over Georgia. Figured why not end with a coaster instead of just walking out the exit like I usually do. Hopefully we are 1 or 2 monthly updates away from showing you Georgia Surfer in action. It's making some good progress, not quite there yet, but getting close. So be sure to subscribe, and hopefully in about a month and a half time, we'll have some testing footage, or about a month and a half time, hopefully the ride gets open. So thanks for watching, everyone.